Ġejt San Pawl il-Bahar fejn se nintaqa' mad-diving instructor li se jħoddi nodot kemuna. Nispera li jħoddi Sta Marija Caves għax nistaġbin kemm hemm xtara. Hi, Simon. Alright, kollha sew.
Iva.
Illum jiena ġejta mill-ewwel bow dive ma' diving center tagħkom. Smajti li Sta Marija Caves u hija dive site sabiħa ħafna.
Ħafna. Shallow,
Sewwa?
biex fil-font, iġifieri għalik perfetta, erin, għandek erin jitlu ġo xulxin minn waħda l-oħra, għandha toġbok żgur hemm ħafna ħut hemmhekk, nispera insomma s-soltu jkun hemm. Immorru naraw.
Inti ġejja miegħi, Simon?
Nixtieq ħafna, imma ma jħallunix illum għal hawnhekk.
Tight schedule.
Imma għandi instructor ħellu għalik, all right?
Tajjeb.
Ħana jatlu? All
All
right.
right.
Clive. Hi Clive, it's your lucky day today. Look.
Hi, Clive. I'm Romy. Pleased to meet you.
Yes.
Okay, Romy's booked for the cave dive today, Comino Caves.
Yeah.
I think she needs some equipment.
Yes,
is that
I
right?
only have the wetsuit and the mask, so I need everything else.
Okay, let's go to the kit room. Get your kitties out
Sure.
there.
And
Okay.
then we'll have a chat after the dive. What do
That'd
you
be
say?
great. Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Super.
See you. Have a good day.
Ciao.
It's a size
Small, yeah, like
wasn't it?
last time. Yeah.
I think that was the one. So if you put that in your bag, and you need a regulator, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Right.
Is that
Okay.
it?
That's it. Everything else
Ready
is
to
on
go?
the line. Yep. Let's go. So, Romy, what did you think of the dive then?
Clive, it was one of the most amazing dives. It was amazing because there's everything in Sta Marija Caves. There's the marine life, there's the caves, blue, clear waters. It's amazing. There's the arch as well, a lot of swim-throughs. It's a really ideal dive. Apart from that, it's shallow, so there's like everything in a shallow
All in
part.
one space. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
everybody that goes there says exactly the same. We get people coming back year after year, and the one thing they want to do is the Sta Marija Caves again.
It's such a pretty spot. After all, correct me if I'm mistaken, they did film the Count of Monte Cristo there, where the treasure was found.
That's right,
So
exactly that spot.
it is a pretty
so
spot.
it's good for a number of reasons, and the fish life there, you saw, when we started feeding them.
That was amazing.
amazing,
They were
isn't
so vicious, they just kept
Yep.
coming for the bread. It was fun.
You can't blame them. It's a free meal. They're not as stupid as we think, and I mean they've been there for 20 years or so, to my knowledge.
Really?
They're there in the summer because they know people are there to feed them. In the winter, it's
They've got the
they're
brains.
not there. They go away and look for somewhere else for the food.
Wow. Okay, so Clive, I'm sure you've been on this dive quite a few times.
Yep.
How interesting was this dive for you?
It's the same as it always is. You know, people think we get bored of going back to the same sites, and you don't, because it's different every single dive. You're diving with different people, you're seeing different things, and the things that are the same are the things you go back there for. So the fish are there every time. The caves are just so picturesque, and
Amazing, eh?
you never get tired of that. Absolutely never get
You can
tired
never
of it.
get tired of that scene, eh?
No.
Do you get tourists asking you to go specifically to that site?
Yeah, I mean, particularly, people that haven't been here before will have read about it. And like I said earlier, you know, the people that have been here before, they know the caves and they come back year after year, and it's one of the dives they want to do.
Even though it's not that deep at the end of the day, eh?
Yeah, deep's not everything. You know,
exactly.
you're diving for the experience, and although it's not deep, you've got a lot of things. You've got the caves. You know, cave diving is quite, you know, proper cave diving. It's quite a complex dive skill that most people don't have the time or the inclination to pursue. This gives people a taster for that, and it's interesting for that. It's not the normal dive people do, and it's a great dive, yeah.
speaking of caves, the caves there are quite safe. They're quite shallow. They're not that deep. I mean, and beautiful as well.
Yeah.
But there was a time when I got a little bit panicked because did you realize there was a boat just on top of us?
Yes, yeah,
And
of
we're
course.
quite close because the sea
Yeah.
isn't that deep.
No.
So there was like a tourist boat, most probably was a tourist boat, like showing them around the cave.
Yeah.
Even though most probably he saw our bubbles, he still went through. So what can you tell me about this?
Well, I mean, we've got to share the caves. You know, we can't
True.
claim exclusivity for them, and so you know, people that don't dive want to see the caves as well. And yeah, I can imagine it looked more frightening than it was. If you notice, when the boat came in, we were right to one side of the cave, so we were well away from the propellers. And I checked at that point that everyone was well below any kind of danger. And we turned around at that point and came out. So there wasn't any real danger. It wasn't as bad as it looked. But yeah, that's a problem we have to contend with occasionally and bear that in mind. Yeah.
So Clive, in your opinion, how can we manage this problem? Like, how can we both benefit, both divers and the boat trips benefit from these caves?
Well, it's like I said, we can't claim exclusivity for them, and we as divers have to be aware of boat traffic, and similarly they should be aware of us. I mean, one of the precautions I always carry with me is what's called a delayed surface marker buoy. So if I thought that boat was getting too close for comfort, I can deploy a marker buoy from underneath the water, so it will be a clear indication to the boat driver that
there's divers underneath.
There. Yeah, and that would cater for that kind of thing. But in the main, we do coexist quite adequately, I think.
It was okay. I mean, once I realized that we were safe to the side, I was like, back to normal, back
there was
down
no
and relax.
danger.
Yeah, no danger, exactly.
No.
Clive, thank you very much for taking on
welcome.
this dive. Definitely it's not going to be the last time that I'm going to see you because it was an amazing dive. Thank you very much.
That's good. All right.